everybody, welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth. A pinwheel quilt block is made up with 4 half square triangle units. Today I'm going to show you a method that makes 4 units at a time, but I'm also going to explain why you need to be careful about when you use this method. Begin with 2 squares of fabric. For an HST unit that will finish at 2.5 inches square, you will want 5-inch squares to start with. On the wrong side of one of the fabric squares, mark the 1/4 inch seam allowance in the corners. This step is optional, but marking all of the corners will help make the stitching a lot easier to do. Then take the 2 fabric squares and place them right sides together and add a few pins to help hold them securely while you're stitching. If they shift at this stage, it can be a big problem. Stitch a 1/4 inch away from the edge all the way around the square. Lay the square on your cutting board and cut from corner to corner diagonally in both directions. Open the pieces and press, and there are your half square triangle units. These pieces now need to be squared up. Align the 45-degree angle line on your ruler with the center seam, and then trim the top and the side of the square, being sure that you don't trim it smaller than 3 inches square. Rotate the piece and then trim the other 2 sides, being sure to align the center seam, and this time making sure that we're trimming it to exactly 3 inches square. The edges of this piece are biases, so handle them gently and carefully because it will stretch easily. So what's good about this method of making half square triangle units? It's fast, which is good if you need to make a whole bunch of units. It makes 4 at a time, which is convenient because half square triangles are usually used in multiples of 4. And there's very little fabric waste. On the other hand, you still need to square up each unit, which can be very time consuming. The bias edges stretch easily, and this can make your whole project difficult. Sometimes the 2 original squares shift while you're stitching them, and this can cause a lot of problems. So when do you want to use this method? If you have a pattern that requires a lot, you might want to. If you use a lot of starch when you're piecing, that can help compensate for some of the negative things, so then you might prefer this method as well. I don't think the ability to make 4 units at a time outweighs the bias edges, so I give this method 2 out of 5 thimbles. For more tutorials, patterns, and inspiration, check out epidastudio.com.